Alright, so check it out. The story starts with Kafka Hibino. The dude is 32 years old, and his life is basically going nowhere. He is stuck in a dead-end job as a cleaner for a company that disposes of monster remains. Yeah, in this world, monster attacks are as common as traffic jams are for us. It is a normal, crappy part of life. His whole life he dreamed of joining the defense force against monsters, the anti-kaiju defense force. But he kept failing the entrance exams. Every single time. Meanwhile, his childhood best friend, Reno Ihara, became the exact opposite. A captain in the 3rd Division, a total badass and a celebrated officer everyone looks up to. Kafka's just cleaning up guts, and he sees Reno on television looking all cool and destroying a monster. And you can just hear him thinking, I am 32. My dream of being an officer in the defense force. It is still just a dream. I am used to it. I am used to being a loser. He feels like complete crap, to be honest. He is working with this new, really shy girl, Reno Ihara. And get this, Siri, when they were kids, they all promised to fight together. But now he is just her senior cleaner. It is super awkward. One day, boom, another monster attack. The usual chaos sirens, everyone running. Kafka and Mina are trying to get to safety. But this weird, fast little monster like a flying acorn goes straight for them. Kafka pushes Mina out of the way and gets slammed. The little monster forces its way right into his mouth. Everyone thinks he is a goner. But then, he just wakes up. Fine. Not a scratch on him. At first, he is just confused. I am okay. But then the weirdness starts. He hears this creepy voice in his head, finally. I am inside a worthy host. Later, he is taking out the trash frustrated and just chucks a bag. The thing flies like a rocket and disappears into the sky. He is just standing there, stunned. Oh, did I just? To test it, he tries to lift a massive truck, and he does it, with one hand. He freaks out, yelling, what the hell is going on with me? That is when it clicks. He can transform. He focuses and, bam, he turns into this huge, monstrous beast with a white armored shell and glowing red patterns. This is kaiju number 8. He sees his reflection and is horrified. A monster, I've become a monster. But then he has a realization. This is his ticket. This power is his only shot. He meets up with Reno later, who is as cold as ever. Reno lays into him. Kafka, give up on this childish dream. The defense force is no place for someone as soft-hearted as you. Sentimentality gets people killed. What we need is ruthless strength. But Kafka stands his ground, thinking about Mina and their promise. He tells Reno, I know you are strong, Reno, but I can't just quit. I made a promise to her and to you. So, the new entrance exams for the defense force come up. Kafka decides to cheat, but just a little. During the insane physical test, the obstacle course that is designed to break people, he pushes himself. He is running muscles screaming, and he thinks, just a little bit, just a tiny bit of that power. I have to pass, for our promise. He uses a tiny fraction of the kaiju's strength, just enough to blow through the course with impossible speed and power. The officials are shocked. One of them says, incredible physical scores for someone his age. Is this latent potential? Or just desperation? Somehow, against all odds, he gets the acceptance letter. He is in, he is a cadet. He is holding the letter, and he is just over the moon, whispering to himself, I did it. I actually did it. But his celebration is short-lived. The reality sinks in. He is now a monster in hiding, walking right into the lion's den. He has to keep this huge, terrifying, and kinda awesome secret from everyone. Especially from Reno, his best friend who is now his commanding officer, and whose entire job is to exterminate things like him. The tension is already insane. So, our boy Kafka actually made it. He is a cadet in the defense force now. Can you believe it? But his problems are just starting. He is thrown into training with a bunch of kids way younger than him. The two who stand out most are Kikoru Shinomiya and Aoi Kaguragi. Kikoru is this super talented, arrogant girl from a famous family of monster slayers. She looks at Kafka, this old rookie, with pure disgust. The moment she sees him, she sneers. A washed-up 32-year-old rookie. They're really letting anyone in these days. Don't get in my way, fossil. And Aoi is this quiet, super observant guy who seems nice but doesn't miss a thing. Meanwhile, the higher-ups are freaking out. A new unidentified kaiju dubbed Kaiju number 8 has appeared, and it is powerful. The order comes down from the top, from the stern commander Shinomiya, who, by the way, is Kikoru's dad. Locate and eliminate Kaiju number 8 with extreme prejudice. It is an unprecedented threat. And guess who gets this order directly? Captain Reno Ihara. His face is all serious, and he just says, "Understood. I will eradicate it." Back at training, Kafka is struggling hard. He is trying to learn how to use the combat suits and weapons, but he is way behind everyone else. He is constantly getting yelled at by the instructors and mocked by Kikoru. He is thinking, "I have all this power, but I can't use any of it. I am still a loser." He has to rely on his own human abilities, and it is brutal. The big training exercise comes. They're dropped into a simulated city, and suddenly a real powerful kaiju attacks. It wasn't supposed to be there. Everything goes to hell. The monster is too strong for the cadets. Kikoru, for all her talent, gets swatted aside like a fly. Aoi is cornered. They're all about to die. Kafka sees his new comrades. People who, despite everything, are his teammates, about to be slaughtered. He is torn apart. If I don't do something, they'll die. But if I transform, my dream is over. Everyone will see me as a monster. He looks at Kikoru, lying helpless on the ground. He remembers his promise, and he makes his choice. He runs behind a building, and with a roar of desperation, he unleashes it. I have to save them, no matter what. Boom, Kaiju number 8 appears right in the middle of the battlefield. The other cadets are terrified, thinking a second monster has arrived to finish them off. But then, number 8 turns and smashes the attacking Kaiju with a single devastating punch. He stands over the injured cadets, protecting them. Oi Kagaragi, from the ground, sees the whole thing. He sees Kafka run behind the building, and he sees the monster appear. His eyes go wide with shock and realization. He whispers, barely audible, "Hibino, senpai. That is you, isn't it?" But the real chaos is just beginning. Sirens blare. The real cavalry has arrived, and leading them is Captain Reno Ihara. His weapon already powered up and aimed. He sees the monstrous form of Kaiju number 8, standing over the defeated monster and his injured cadets. His mind, trained to see in black and white, makes a simple calculation. Monster equals enemy. There is no hesitation. No doubt. He doesn't see his friend. He only sees a target. Reno's face is like ice. He levels his weapon and delivers his signature line, the one that spells absolute doom. The reason for one's defeat is weakness, and weakness is a sin. He doesn't wait for an explanation. He doesn't see the monster protecting people. He only sees a threat to be eliminated. Firepower, maximum output. A colossal blast of energy erupts from his weapon, aimed directly at Kafka's chest. It is a killing blow. Kafka, in his monster form, is screaming from the inside. He tries to shout, his voice a distorted roar, pleading with his best friend, Reno. "Stop, it is me, Kafka." But the words are lost in the roar of the explosion. The blast hits him square on, tearing through his monstrous armor. The pain is unreal. He can't believe it. His oldest friend, the person he admired most, just tried to kill him without a second thought. Bleeding and broken, Kaiju number 8 stumbles back. With the last of his strength, he smashes his fist into the ground, creating a huge dust cloud, and escapes into the city. The dust settles. Reno stands there, his weapon still smoking. He failed to eliminate the target. But more importantly for us, Kafka is now alone, wounded, and hunted. His secret is out. Aoi knows. The defense force knows, and the person he wanted to fight alongside most in the world has become his executioner. The line between man and monster has never been thinner, and for Kafka, it is crumbling fast. So, things have gone completely to hell. Kafka is on the run, bleeding from Reno's attack, and his secret is out. Aoi knows, the higher-ups know, and Reno is hunting him with a vengeance. He is eventually cornered and captured. He is brought before the big boss herself, Commander Eizo Shinomiya, Kikoru's terrifying father. Everyone expects him to be executed on the spot, but Shinomiya drops a bombshell. He looks at Kafka, this man-monster, and declares, "Annihilation is a waste of a resource. Your body does not belong to you anymore. From this day forward, you are weapon number 8. Samba, the property of the defense force." Kafka is basically put under house arrest, a living weapon to be studied and used. And the reaction from his squad is brutal. Kikoru, especially, is furious. Her hatred for Kaiju, who killed her mother, is now directed squarely at him. She snarls at him during a briefing. "I will never accept you. You are a monster. One wrong move, and I'll put you down myself." That is a promise. Kafka's new life is a nightmare. He is a lab rat, a freak. He has to prove he is more human than monster, and it feels impossible. But he doesn't give up. He starts training like crazy, not with his Kaiju power, but as a human, learning to use the combat suit properly. He is sweating, struggling, and earning a tiny bit of respect, mostly from AoE, who is the only one who seems to get it. But of course, the universe has to crank the dial to 11. The big bad, kaiju number 9. The intelligent monster that created the little acorn that infected Kafka makes its move. And it is hunting the strongest members of the defense force to absorb their combat data. It sets a trap, and it is a masterpiece. It lures Reno into a fight, and despite Reno's insane power, number 9 is smarter, stronger, and adapts to his every move. Reno gets absolutely wrecked. His weapon is shattered, his suit is broken, and he is lying helpless on the ground, about to be finished off. He is facing his own mortality, and his mantra echoes in his head. Weakness is a sin. He thinks it is over. Back at base, Kafka is begging to be deployed. Let me go. I can fight, I have to. But the commanders hesitate, sending a monster to fight a monster. It is a huge risk. They only give the order when it is almost too late. Kafka bursts onto the scene just as number 9 is about to deliver the final blow to Reno. He is in his human form, standing between the monster and his friend. Reno, bleeding and barely conscious, looks up and sees Kafka. He can't believe it. Kafka. Why? Are you here to finish me off? You are a monster. And Kafka, with total determination, says the words that change everything. He clenches his fist, ready to transform, and shouts back, "You are wrong, Reno. I am Kafka Hibino. I am a human being, and I am here to protect you, just like I promised we would protect each other." He unleashes his full power, but this time, it is different. He is not a beast losing control. He is a man using his power. He is focused. He is focused. He is fighting with strategy, not just brute force. He is even talking, giving commands to the others. He roars at number 9. This power isn't for destruction, it is for protection. This is my power. Everyone watches in awe. Kikoru sees him not as a monster, but as a soldier, fighting to save one of their own. Reno from the ground watches Kafka, this incredible, powerful being risking everything for him. And the ice around his heart finally cracks. He finally sees his friend inside the monster. The fight is epic. Kafka goes all out, pushing his limits. He doesn't completely destroy number 9. That thing is slippery and manages to escape, but he wins the battle. He drives it away and saves everyone. In the aftermath, the mood has totally shifted. Kafka, exhausted and battered, transforms back into a human. He is standing there, just a guy again. Reno struggles to his feet, looks at Kafka, and for the first time, there is no hatred or suspicion in his eyes. There is just respect. He doesn't say much, just a quiet, grateful nod. It says more than any speech, and Kikoru. She walks up to him, doesn't apologize. She is too proud for that. But she gives him a look of acknowledgement. Humph. Don't think this changes anything, Fossil, but you fought well. Kafka Hibino is no longer just a secret or a weapon. He is officially the first humanoid kaiju of the defense force. He is still a weapon, but he is their weapon. He is finally standing side by side with Reno, and he has earned a place in his squad. The long, painful road to get here was hell, but he finally kept his promise. And you know what? His crazy monster-filled journey is only just beginning.